Xin chào tất cả các em. Chào mừng các em đã quay trở lại với chương trình tiếng Anh lớp 11. Để học tốt chương trình tiếng Anh lớp 11, các em cần phải chuẩn bị cho cô 2 quyển sách. 1. Sách học sinh tiếng Anh lớp 11. 2. Sách bài tập tiếng Anh lớp 11. Các em lưu ý, ở trang bìa 4 của quyển sách, các em sẽ có một thẻ cào để vào phần mềm IseeBooks. Nếu các em chưa có sách, các em hãy truy cập vào trang web www.iseebooks.vn để được hỗ trợ. Last time, we studied getting started at Unit 1, the generation gap, and today we come to the next lesson, language of the generation gap. And before we come to the new lesson, I would like to track your old lesson. What is the generation gap? So, as you can see, the generation gap is the difference in attitude, in behavior, in perception, culture, language, priority, and social norms between generations. Now, today we come to language at Unit 1, the generation gap. There are 3 parts in this lesson. First one is vocabulary, and in vocabulary, you will study compound noun. Second, pronunciation, and today we will study stressed and unstressed word in sentences. And grammar. In grammar, you have a should or shouldn't to give an opinion about something or advice to someone, and must and have to are used to express obligation. Now we come to the first one, vocabulary. How to make a compound noun. And as you can see, a compound noun is a noun that is made up of 2 or more words. And you have some ways of making compound nouns. First one, noun plus noun like football. Second one, adjective plus noun like full moon or blackboard. Verb plus noun like washing machine. Noun plus verb like sunrise. Verb plus preposition like checkout. Noun plus preposition phrase like mother-in-law. Preposition plus noun like housewives. And noun plus adjective like homesick. And pay attention to the stress. The stress is usually found on the first word. Now to track your understanding about how to use a compound noun, we come to the second, is matching. Complete each question with one of the compound noun in one. In this activity, we can use IseeBooks to do.
Language.
1. Match each word 1 to 9 with another word 8 to I to make a compound noun. 4 of them are written as one word.
Now, in this activity, you skim the information from column A and the information from column B. First one, nuclear. Second, generation. 3, table. 4, house. 5, trunk. 6, shop. 7, hair. 8, food. 9, school. So, from A to I is that style, drinks, food, steps, children, hold, family, gap, and manners. So, you match nuclear. So you can see that nuclear family. The second, generation. So you have a generation gap. Table is table manner. And then press on submit button. So at home, do the exercise.
2. Complete each question with one of the compound nouns in one.
Now read through these words in the box, and then read through the information from 1 to 5 and fill in the gap with the suitable compound nouns. First one, have your parents ever complained about your? So you can see that is your table manners.
Phần này chị làm hết luôn, chị hướng dẫn chị làm hết luôn.
Second, why is there a between parents and children? So you can see that there is a generation gap. Third one is the perfect time of family. So you have a nuclear family. Why are suffering and not good for our health? So junk food. And 5, do you think should wear uniform? So school children. Now press the submit. Now let's move to the second part of language, pronunciation. Now in a sentence, the following words are stressed. 1. Contain words like nouns, verbs, adjective, or adverbs. 2. Negative auxiliaries. 3. Question words like who, whose, when, where, why, what, and how. 4. Demonstrative pronouns that do not precede nouns like this, that, these, those. And possessive pronouns like mine, yours, his, hers, ours, theirs, except boast modifier. And now we come to activity 1. Listen and repeat these sentences. Pay attention to the stressed words with the mark before the stressed syllable. IseeBooks will help you.
1. Listen and repeat these sentences. Pay attention to the stressed words with the mark before the stressed syllables.
One. If you can identify your differences with your parents, you can have a good relationship.
2. You should be respectful when discussing any areas of disagreement.
3. Take time to listen to your parents' opinions and ask them to listen to yours.
4. Being rude to your parents won't convince them you're right. This can have the opposite effect.
5. How can parents support their children through the bad times?
Now to check your understanding about the stressed or unstressed. Now we come to activity 2. Are the words in both stressed or unstressed? Listen and check. We use IseeBooks to do the exercise.
2. Are the words in bold stressed or unstressed? Listen and check. Practice reading the conversations in pairs.
1.
When did you start to help your parents with housework?
I don't remember exactly when I started to help them. Perhaps at the age of 5 or 6. 2.
These shoes look really cool. Would you like to try them on?
No, I don't like them. I like those over there. 3.
Do you think parents are the best teachers?
Yes, I do. They are more mature and experienced, so they will always give us the best advice.
As you see in the rules, first one, when did you start? This strong because the question was. Second, I don't remember exactly when I started, so when is not the question word, so week. 2. These shoes. These before shoes is a noun, so weak. No, I don't like. I like those. So those only one, so strong. 3. Do you think parents are the best teacher? Do you think? That is weak. Yes, no question. And yes, I do. I do is strong. Now we come to the final part of language grammar. And in grammar we use should or shouldn't to give our opinions about something or advice to someone. For example, I think parents should spend more time talking with their teenage children. Ought to and ought not to, similar to should and shouldn't. For example, I think she ought to or she should share the housework with her mother. And we have a must and have to are used to express obligation or the need to do something. For example, you must show respect for the elderly, or I have to clean the floor and cook dinner every day. Focus on the way of using must and have to. Must expresses obligation imposed by the speaker, while have to expresses external obligation. For example, you must practice your English every day. So it means a teacher telling a student, or I have to practice my English every day. A student telling his or her parents about school obligation. Now, let's move to underlining the correct words to complete the sentence. IseeBooks will help you to do this exercise.
1. Underline the correct words to complete the sentences.
As you study in grammar rules, do the exercise. I think you should or shouldn't talk to your parents about it. I am sure they will give you the best advice. So I think we have a should. I don't think you ought or ought not to do your brother's homework. He must do it himself. Ought to. You must or mustn't finish your homework before you go out with your friends. Must finish. 4. At our school, we have to or don't have to wear uniform. It is a rule, so have to wear. Number 5. You mustn't or don't have to take photograph here. That is a restricted area. Mustn't. And let's move to the final task. Activity 2. Rewrite each sentence without changing its meaning, using the words in practice. And the first one, the writer has been done for you. It would be a good idea for you to talk to your parents about your problem. And you ought to talk to your parents about your problem. Use IseeBooks to do the exercise.
2. Rewrite each sentence without changing its meaning, using the word in brackets.
Yes, this activity, the first one the writer has been done for you. It would be a good idea for you to talk to your parents about your problems. So you ought to talk to your parents about your problem. So at home, do the exercise in IseeBooks to track your knowledge. Như vậy là các em vừa mới hoàn thành xong tiết language của bài 1 The Generation Gap. Các em về nhà học tất cả những nguyên tắc về ngữ pháp. Các em làm bài tập trong phần workbook trang 5 và 6. Các em chuẩn bị từ mới của phần reading. Trong bài reading, các em sẽ học vào Where do the conflict come from? Xung đột từ đâu mà có? Các em về nhà đừng quên truy cập vào trang web www.iseebooks.vn để tự học, tự đánh giá khả năng của mình. Chúc các em thành công. Goodbye for now.